Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So here I am to talk about the economic impact that coronavirus pandemic has created in the Indian economy. So let's get started. So friends, we all know that we are not only under the fear of this virus, we are not only having the fear that we'll be infected if we go out of our house, and almost every places we are having this quarantine centers now. It's there nearby our houses, so we'll have to stay alert, and we'll have to maintain all those norms that has been set by the WHO and the Ministry of India. Otherwise we'll be definitely getting infected by this virus. So this virus is not only a threat. The most important threat now which we have is the economic threat that the India is going through. The whole world is going through recession. Last few days we have seen during this lockdown that almost 14 crore of people of the population of India has lost their jobs. So this is not a small amount. We can understand how it has economically impacted in everybody's life. From 15th March to 26th of April, from 6.7% to 26% of unemployment has increased. People have lost their jobs. Various jobs, people were coming from different places and cities to get jobs, and now they are jobless. So what is their criteria? They have their kind of education, but now they are thinking of going back to their home, to their villages, and now going to settle there. So how will they earn? What is the mode of their earning now? How will they invest their potential in order to get their earning, in order to live a livelihood? This whole coronavirus situation has created a havoc in the lives of every individual. Youths are suffering a lot, because the young people who has had their aspirations and dreams of doing good jobs in the cities and taking different kind of professions, now they are also under stress and they are in a dilemma to do what to do and what not to do. People are not only economically suffering, people are also psychologically suffering. The elderly people, the younger children who are unable to get out of their houses, who are unable to maintain or do the all normal activities that they used to do before this pandemic. So they are also suffering in their own way. Indian population has been hit by this whole economic situation, and now it is very much tough for everybody to recover if we don't think about any alternative. So what can be an alternative? So we all are aware that we all are suffering. So what can we do? How we should now think ahead of our time, so that in future we need not get another pandemic by any other kind of virus, or if any kind of situation arises, then how can we tackle our economic position? People who are in the government services, they are getting their salaries, but what about the individual professionals and the business people who have been doing businesses? They are now unable to run from one place to another. They are unable to settle their businesses. They are unable to run their profession in their own way. The first thing that came into my mind when we were under lockdown and things were like we were just going on basic essentials, the first thing that I felt that the food items are the most important part. Now we are going to only survive on food, and that is also nutritional food that we require. We cannot compensate the food with any other luxury. This is the most luxurious thing that we can afford now. So since industrial revolution and the globalization, since colonial days, we have seen the whole transformation from machineries and depleting of environment, and we are trying to transform things, extracting coals and petroleum, running vehicles, running here and there. We have been very happy to say ourselves to be global, but now this whole global thing has shut down. So now we'll have to go back to the agrarian culture, according to me. This is my point of view. You can have your own point of view. We'll have to look back to our farmers. We'll have to look back to our agriculture. There is one option, the migrants, that they have left the whole the metro cities. Now the construction sites in the metros and various works are being hampered there in the, as now lockdown is slowly being taken away by the government. Now where will the builders now bring this migrant laborers again? Now they have left for their homes. Now how will they return back? Few may return back for their services and all. They will have, they'll put their lives in stake and they might come back. But what about the majority? Will they be coming back in the recent times? So what the government next should think about, because we cannot depend on fancy things now. We have to basically think about our food. We'll have to go back to our environment. We have to be, everybody has to be an environmental activist. We cannot let our environment damage. We'll have to run green politics. We cannot run on any other politics now. Neither politics of religion, neither politics of economic politics or anything. I think the major thing that we should learn from this whole situation is that we should run green politics. And environmental activism is one of the most important things that actually can bring out of this whole situation. The handicraft world, handicraft industries, the small scale industries who employ the indigenous or who are bringing making things from the natural products, like the paper mills and all the people. Many industries are there which can be brought back. They can be provided with funds so that they can provide employment to other people, and that is also not hampering the environment and the nature. So we'll have to maintain ourselves with limited resources. It's not about now buying big houses, living in posh areas is not the demand of the time. Now it's the basic thing that we have to think about, the food, that we get nutritional food. This is what I want to say through this video. We'll have to think that whatever we are eating pesticides and insecticides. In the later stage, these are coming back to us in way of diseases. So we are getting with the nature. We are trying to genetically engineer the seeds that we have, the natural seeds. Now this whole thing is retaliating. The nature is retaliating. So this is how we have seen that it has economically also impacted us. The one situation through which slowly and steadily India can come out is to enhance and boost the agricultural industry. Agricultural economy of India should be boosted by the government of India. This is my request to the government and to all those people who are just watching my video, that in order to bring back to this whole situation into proper track, and so that we in future we can get the strength to fight any kind of further pandemic which can make our lives horrible, or it can create a havoc. So this is one thing that we can do. We have to think about our economy and environment. We have to think about our agriculture and environment. If we deny this whole fact that we are not the part of this environment, then the environment is not going to accept us. Some way or the other way, we are going to be wiped out from this whole universe, from this earth. So in order to survive and in order to preserve our next generation and our future generations, or in order to survive properly, we have to back our Indian agricultural economy. So with this, I would like to end this video. If you have liked this video, do like and share my videos, and also do subscribe my videos, and stay tuned for the next other videos.